Hi everyone, it's me, Aoife the Oracle, and I'm here with your July All Signs Tarot reading. Now, in case you didn't hear, in case you didn't hear, this is my birthday month. Actually, my birthday was in June, but we're shooting for July. And the perfect gift you can give me, first of all, clap. Let me hear it for all the Cancers out there. I know you Cancers are feeling yourself right now. Cancer season is the inception of summertime, the best season that there ever was, the best season that there ever will be. But the perfect gift that you can give me is to make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe to me on all my platforms. Anyways, here we go. First sign. What's the first sign? Aries. Forgive me, y'all. Aries, here we go. Aries, July reading. Ooh-wee, this could not be any clearer. Aries, you're taking on a big adventure right now that you really need to think about, write about, talk to other people about, whether it's the right decision. Because I have the Queen of Wands, so you're definitely moving in on something very fast right now. But then I have Seven of Cups. And then I have the Fool upside down. So this story is telling me with, Aries is a cardinal sign. We're in a cardinal season. There's big ideas that you have right now. And I feel like you have been given those ideas for a reason. You're on the right path, but you're probably moving too fast, and you are going to be, unfortunately for some of you, it's going to be disappointing. For those that it's love situation, I would say that if you're in a new situation, a new relationship right now, give it time. Do not ignore the red flags that you see. Truly give it time. If it's a work situation, yeah, I have Ace of Wands upside down and Ace of Swords upside down. And what the flow that I'm hearing right now is the idea that you've been given, whether it's a new opportunity, this new thing that you're working on, this new business that you're working on, it's not necessarily that it's the wrong thing. It's that you don't have all the information right now. So don't overinvest. Don't make contracts that aren't easy to break. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And the beautiful thing about this, I believe everything is a silver lining. Even failures are successes, because in failures, you learn what doesn't work and you learn what to do next time. So if this thing that you're working on doesn't work, look at it. I invite you to change your perspective and look at it as, what have I learned from this experience that I can put onto the next experience? Because I feel like the bottom line thing that you're working on is the right thing. You just might be moving in the wrong direction. Or, yeah, you're just moving in the wrong direction, because I have Wheel of Fortune upside down also. And this July's channeled reading will be a channeled reading from God. Let's see what we have in store for you. For Aries, I'm hearing everything in divine order and that you're divinely protected. The AC broke in my house, y'all, and it's 100 degrees where I'm at. So if your girl's looking moist, it's not Cancer season. It's just like, it's real hot in here. Everything is in divine order and you're divinely protected. And keep doing the hard work. But it's really important that if something's not working in your life right now, that you really don't go at it, foolishly. Don't go at it foolishly head first. You really need to take a seat back and say, what didn't work? And one of the best ways to see what works and what doesn't work, or what didn't work, one is to write it down. Write the pros and cons. Write what you've learned. And two, please, please, please go to people that you trust, that have good discernment, that you know have your highest good in mind, and discuss it with them. Because sometimes in discussing and talking about things with other people, they're glaring things that we can't see, that we need another mind to look at. One mind is not enough. Two minds is sometimes can be like having a million minds. So share what's on your mind, share what you're going through, and you might get perspectives that you wouldn't be privy to on your own. Yeah, the Hermit. We need to look at what worked and what didn't work. The way that the universe is working right now, we cannot hide anymore. I know that you're seeing it. You either pick the light or you pick the dark. And some of us are being kicked out of the darkness, whether we like it or not. And we really need to start looking at the decisions we make, our beliefs about ourselves, our beliefs about the world, our beliefs about the universe, and really starting to come into alignment with what's clearly being shown to us in our world. Take a deep breath. Anyways, Aries, I know you're going to have a beautiful July. You're going to have an eye-opening July, and I will see you next month. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your July tarot reading. Let's see what the cards have in store for you this July. This is going to be a spicy one. Y'all, it's 100 degrees and the AC just broke, so I gotta turn off this little fan because it messes up the noise. But anyways, Taurus. Out of the Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords upside down, and Four of Cups. There's something that you think you can do all alone. You should not do it all alone. Oh boy, some Tauruses are thinking about leaving a relationship right now. And I'm hearing that this isn't the right time. Now, hear me out. If you're in an abusive relationship, if it's clearly not working, either it could even be a job. This isn't quite the right time because you're not seeing the whole picture clearly, and you're not having the right perspective about it. Some of you, the decision to go your separate ways, nope, it's not the right time. And hear me out. I find that in my readings, a lot of the times, a person, anyone could be like, I want to leave this relationship. This person isn't they're not fulfilling me. I'm not happy in this situation. They're not doing X, Y, Z. And the cards almost always tell me, unless it's like a really bad situation, you're not focusing on yourself and you're projecting these insecurities onto someone else. You're not focusing on the work that you want to be doing, your own inner work, shadow work, self-esteem, that business that you want to do, your own crafts, your own femininity, your own masculinity, the way that you feel about yourself. What I'm really hearing right now is self-esteem, expression of creativity. And then we project that onto someone else. And then we think that if we get rid of them or make them change or try to impose ourselves on them more, then it's going to change the way that we feel about ourselves. And it doesn't work that way. And unfortunately, some of us don't learn that, if we learn it at all, until later. So I'm hearing that there's a decision that you need to make, or the decision that you think you need to make right now. And I really think that the cards are telling me that you should take a little bit more time because you're not thinking clearly. Maybe you're thinking about it too much. This isn't the time to make this major decision that you think you need to make right now. You know, I have clients that have left a job and then they take another job and that job doesn't work out. And I try to tell them in the best way I can, it's not the time to leave this job right now. And then the next situation that they go into is worse. It's like jumping out of the pot into the fire. Some right now is taking care of the financial burden for someone else. It's heartbreaking. Yeah. I mean, the big picture I get right now is a financial story. Taking care of the financial burden for someone else. And that's possibly the reason why you want to leave. And it's just not the right time. But if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can catch me at efortheoracle.com. You can also catch me on my lives on TikTok and soon on YouTube if you'd like more clarity on this. But let's see, what is the channeled message for Taurus? You guys are dehydrated AF. God's telling me y'all need to drink more water. Like, that's, yeah. And especially as an earth sign, like water signs need water, but earth signs really need water because it's like the quenching. So yeah, sometimes these messages are so literal and like just so succinct. Drink more water, Tauruses. Take a deep breath. I will see you guys next month, and I know you're going to have a beautiful July. Bye-bye. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your July tarot reading. Let's see what the cards have in store for you for July. Already shuffled the deck. What's going on with Geminis? Ooh, girl. Love is looking so good for you. Oh, yes. Are you guys getting engaged this month? Someone just meet somebody new? I mean, I wish I want to give you more of a good, like a juicy story, but it's like looking good. We got the Ace of the Page of Cups, Queen of Wands, Four of Wands. I know that's not in focus, but things are looking really good for you right now. What is it, business? Those in business, that hard work you're doing is finally paying off. It's not over yet though. And I get the Star, and for some of you, maybe you're really just I feel like the previous Gemini season that we just came out of, you really realized some things about yourself. Things about your work, the star and the sun, things that you offer. I feel like the big picture right now for a lot of people is working on our self-esteem. Maybe you've reached a new level of self-acceptance, of understanding that your thinking isn't of you, of creativity, something that you offer to the world, your parenting style, your work style, the way that you go about in the world. I really feel like your life is, for a lot of Geminis, things are really coming into fruition for you right now. And a lot of you guys are realizing that your thinking could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit straighter. You're seeing that sometimes your thinking is what gets you into the into the loops that you're in, into the situations that you're in. So you're thinking about yourself and life differently. Y'all, I wanted this to be juicy, but it's just looking like it's just all good. But we did pull the Three of Swords. And I'm feeling like for a lot of you, you're going back to the relationships. A lot of you are working on your relationships. I didn't want to say this, but the feeling that I've been getting a lot lately with what's going on in the world is that a lot of us are acting out of ego. And yeah, some situations that we're in, romantic situations, work situations, but I'm hearing that this is not the time to break up families that do not need to absolutely be broken up. This is not the time to break up relationships that do not absolutely need to be broken up. Because we're going to need each other a whole lot more. And this divide and conquer is really going to get the best of us. So if you're arguing with people and, it's not completely necessary, I need you to have several seats. Several seats and focus more on yourself. Focus on what you bring to the table. And I don't mean just that in a relationship, but I mean like on a global scale, to yourself, to your community. Have several seats. This is not the time to break up families, to break up relationships, to break up friendships, to break up work situations that absolutely do not need to be broken up. Because I'm hearing that we're going to need each other a whole lot more than we have ever needed each other. That's where I'm feeling like things are moving. Say to yourself, if an apocalypse happened, would I need this person or not? Is this situation really that important if an apocalypse were to happen tomorrow? I'm not saying an apocalypse is going to happen. I don't think an apocalypse is going to happen. I've talked to a lot of my astrologer friends, and they don't necessarily feel like a war is going to happen, but there will be rumors of war, lots of turmoil. Is this going to be important 5 years from now? Another card for Gemini. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. In those relationships, I feel like a lot of relationships are being mended for you, ones that have been broken. And if they're not being mended, open your heart into ways that they could be mended. Next step for Geminis. This month, I'm channeling from universe, God, higher power. Gemini, you need more joy. You need more childlike joy in your life, things that actually bring you fulfillment. Spending more time with your children, spending more time with grandchildren, spending more time outdoors, doing things physical that actually bring you joy. Will help to relieve any kind of pain that you might be experiencing mentally or physically. Take a deep breath, Gemini. Actually, let's all take a deep breath. Gemini, thank you so much for joining me this month, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye. Cancer, welcome to your July tarot reading. As you know, your girl is a Cancer. I just celebrated my birthday 5-6 days ago. Cancer season is in full effect. Jupiter is in Cancer. So Cancers, get ready to live it up. Not only is it your season, it is your year. Jupiter is going to be in Cancer for 1 year. You're going to have probably the best year of your life. One of the best years of your life. And the funny thing about Jupiter in Cancer is even when it doesn't work, it works. Actually, everything in life, even when it doesn't work, it works. Because everything's always working for your divine benefit. Everything's always in perfect order. And sometimes, there's a silver lining in everything. So really look for where Jupiter is expanding your life. If you're into astrology, what house is Jupiter in? And absolutely expect expansions in that area of life. But anyways, let's see what the cards have in store for Cancer. That's why I'm wearing my little crown, y'all. You know what you can give me as a birthday gift? Make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe to all my platforms. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of them. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful birthday gifts. For real. Ooh, damn. Even though it's our birthday, like Cancers are having financial problems, relationship problems. You keep trying to start something and it's not starting. But everything's in perfect order. What a funny read. Cancer, are you thinking about stepping out on your relationship? Has someone stepped out on you? I'm not even gonna lie, that's what the cards say. And that's gonna be a major issue. A lot of people are really just dealing with cheating or being cheated on right now. And the money is not in order. Feeling like it's not in order. You're feeling like the things you start are going nowhere. Like a start and then a stop. A start and then a stop. And this is a funny story because for a lot of you, sometimes people say you're working too much, but you go, but I gotta work. And it's really looking like your joy is in your family right now. Your joy is in the things that you have right now. So I would encourage you to take a step back and scan everything, not just material things, the relationships that you have in your life, the family that you have in your life, and really start to practice gratitude, because that will be the shift. That's what's going to be a big kick in the shift that you need in perspective and things going in your way. You know, sometimes it's not always like one bucket, one area of our life is working. Everything is a ball of energy. And sometimes when one area isn't working, other areas aren't working. And when one area is working, that energy, that vibe bleeds into the other areas, and then they start to work too. So right now, I'm really feeling like focusing on your relationships, focusing on your family, focusing on your children, it's what's going to kickstart that shift. Man, these cards don't never lie. Why is the sun upside down? Focus too much on money. Man, these cards are reading me. These cards are reading me. Are they reading you too, Cancers? Yeah. And with Jupiter in Cancer right now, my Jupiter is personally in my 10th house where I have a stellium. I know, right? The money's not looking right for you right now. I know I'm not the only Cancer dealing with that. The money is not looking right for you right now. But the money will look right. I feel like you're guaranteed that with Jupiter moving into Cancer, with Jupiter actually in Cancer. And it's just a matter of doing the right thing, continuing to work, because I have the strength upside down. So what I'm really hearing is do not lose faith. Don't try anything like drastically different, trying to shift your fate. Like no gambling moves right now, because it doesn't look like it's the right move. There needs to be more rest, more family time, more active gratitude, and more consistency. Yeah, I have this fan on because it's 100 degrees where I live. Whew. And the AC broke. And this month I'm doing a channeled message from HP, from higher power, the universe, Jesus, God. What I'm feeling right now is kind of like illness in the body from working too much, from too much stress. Like nervous system's ramped up. And what I'm hearing is more rest and relaxation. Like you actually have to take more rest and relaxation. And I know for me and a lot of other people that go, but I'm so busy. I got to get all of this. If you cut out 4 hours of strolling every day, is that what they call it when you're on your phone? That's more rest and relaxation you could do. Even strolling could be, on the phone, looking at social media, could be rest and relaxation for you. But more rest and relaxation, because the nervous systems are just too ramped up right now. And there's a few people out there that you've been given like a diagnosis having to do with body parts, possibly your breasts, joints, and you've been ignoring them, or there have been pain that you've been feeling, you've been ignoring it, and you need to have it checked on, because it's one thing to have it checked on now while it might be in its infancy stage. It's another thing to have it checked on when it's like progressed and there's little that can be done for you. And I'm feeling like a lot of people, if we started working on our health now, things would work out in our benefit. Thank you, Cancer, so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next month. Bye-bye. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your July tarot reading. My name is Aoife the Oracle, and let's see what the cards have in store for you for this July. Leo. It's things. First, I have the World. So things are definitely coming into fruition. All the projects that you've been working on are coming along. Then I have the Knight of Swords upside down, and I have the Queen of Swords upside down. The message I'm getting right now is a lot of Leos are disappointed because you're trying to take people along on this journey and they don't want to be on the journey. Is it a relationship that's not working? A friendship that's not working? And you're overthinking a lot. And I'm hearing that the next phase in your life, the card classically would be like the Hermit. It needs to be done alone. But it's not necessarily that you need to isolate. That's not it at all. It's that you need to take more ownership of your life and not expect either other people to do it for you or to completely see your mission. A lot of Leos right now are going through heartbreak. And there's a lot of sadness that you're not willing to feel. And I feel that's probably why you're like kind of getting in the mix a lot. I can see, getting out of one relationship and quickly trying to get into another. It's going to lead you down the same path. You're going to wake up feeling the exact same way you did a couple months ago. And the key right now is to take some time to yourself. Even those that are in a relationship that's working, take some time to yourself and really ask yourself, what is it that you want? Because the image I'm getting right now is you're in order to avoid focusing on yourself truly, we're trying to get all these other people, all these other things, all these other influences, even shopping, overeating, drinking too much, smoking too much to fill this void. And you are the only one able to fill that void, Leo. Yeah, this is going to be a short read. Leo, you need to focus back on your own glory, on your own strengths, your own attributes, your own wants, your own needs, and prioritize that. I know Leo's out there like, yeah, I love to hear it. And it's a beautiful thing to want to take other people along with you, but these people are just not proving like worthy. What's his Judgment upside down? They're not proving worthy. They're just not proving worthy. They're not showing you like they want to be on this ride with you. And it doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be like, we're breaking up this major relationship, but the prioritization needs to be put back on self. This month, we're doing a channeled reading from the universe. Let's see what's in store for Leo. Leo, would you be willing to take yourself out on a night on the town? I'm seeing Leos drinking a glass of wine, enjoying themselves, having more solitude, like more peaceful, meaningful solitude by yourself. You could go with people that you love, with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, a best friend, but to enjoy your time purposefully alone is not a bad thing. Now, just because Auntie said have a glass of wine, I didn't say drink the whole bottle every night. If you follow my TikTok, you know how I feel about all that. But Leo, you need to prioritize yourself and really focus on what truly brings you joy. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next month. Bye-bye. Hello, Virgo. It's me, Aoife the Oracle, and today we're going to see what July has in store for you in the tarot deck. July for Virgos. July for Virgos. I did this, and I didn't like the recording, so I recorded it again, and I got the same. Ten of Swords. For a lot of you, it's a work situation that did not work out. But things are going to work out. And it's funny because I know a lot of Virgos right now that are dealing with work situations. And I have Justice. So things are going to work out. How are things going to work out? The next position you take, the position that you take, the position you probably didn't get, the promotion that you wanted, it's not having enough money that you want right now. And the thing that I'm hearing is try to focus more on the service of the job why you got into the field that you got into, why you do what you do. And that will help to shift your perspective and possibly show you angles to getting more money. Because a lot of people are just feeling super disenfranchised right now. But I do feel like justice is coming. Yeah. Focus on, I mean, if look at the job that you have. If you work as a veterinarian, or if you work in a pet hospital, you didn't get that promotion. This is just theoretical. Put your attention back on what got you to where you are in the first place. Put your attention back to the joy, the spark, the acts of service, the shift that you wanted to make in the world. Put your attention back to what got you to be where you are in the first place. And that'll help to shift your perspective and start to move the energy around you. A lot of you are having conflicts in families and work, in relationships, in family. Oh, what a difficult story. A lot of Virgos right now are just going through it. But I have to focus on that justice. Things are going to work out. And we have the Magician in the upright position that's telling me to take your power back. And since Virgos are so focused on service, it's not necessarily let's go do more service for others right now. Let's go do more. Because I find that that's something that gets Virgos in trouble a lot, is wanting to be kind of like codependent to a level of the service that we do. I'm a Virgo rising, so I can speak for you. Which gets us into trouble because people don't even want it. People don't always want to be told what to do. So take a step back if it is a work situation, if it is a home situation where all this conflict is going, and focus on what works, why you got to where you are now, what actually truly brings you joy. And if meddling is an issue, I have a friend that always goes, is this the hill that you want to die on? Which is to say, is this going to matter 5 months from now? 5 years from now? How much is it going to matter? What's this justice coming from? Yeah. Ooh, child, a lot of y'all is in a love situation. What do they do in this love situation? Because someone's got a drinking problem. This story is all over the place. Someone's got a drinking problem. A devil's lettuce problem. That's why you've fallen out of love. That's why you're fighting so much. That's why you're heartbroken. That's why you can't focus at work. And I say like they would tell you in like an Al-Anon meeting, put the focus back on yourself. Put the focus back on yourself, Virgo, and then the right answers will come. Are you the one with this problem? Put the focus back on yourself, and then the right answers will come. This month, we're doing a channeled reading from Universe, God, Jesus, Higher Power. That's funny. Someone out there loves to swim a lot. There needs to be more like immersion in water, actual water, whether it's taking a bubble bath, going swimming, going to the lake, going to the ocean. That'll be very beneficial to your soul. And I'm hearing that you'll get downloads by the water. Take a deep breath, Virgo. Y'all know your girl's a Virgo rising herself. Take a deep breath. Have several breaths, Virgo, and keep breathing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye. Hi, Libra. Welcome to your July tarot reading. Let's see what the cards have in store for you this month. What's going on with Libra? When the cards have this like wild story, I'm like, is it chaos? Things are coming into fruition for you, Libra. Whether it's work, finances, romance. That romantic opportunity, I feel like, and it's funny because I have Ace of Cups and then I ask for a clarifier. I've got Two of Pentacles, and which is a very Libra thing to do. Do I really want to be in this relationship? Is there better? I'm sorry. I shouldn't clown on all Libras, but y'all do be like that. Like, could I do better? I don't want to be locked down. What's out there? And that might be a situation that you need to look at right now. Because for some of you, I feel like you are making the decision that this is the right situation for you. The other people, the other person's making the decision that there is the right situation for them. A lot of you, not a lot, some of you need to understand that the chaos that's going on in your life right now is because you have not made a decision. I get so many readings of people where they go, the person's not serious about me. Are they really wanting to be in a relationship with me? They're, ghosting me, or they're breadcrumbing me. And I say, the cards say that you're not 100% in this yourself. They go, that's not true. And then I clarify some more. They go, yeah, I'm not really feeling them like that. I'm like, you feel me? That's a situation right there. So you're really starting to make the decision. Do I want to be in this relationship? And for some of you, it's like, can I look past, can I work with, can I ignore these things that aren't working for me because there's so many other things working for me in this relationship? We might have a family together. We might own a home together. We might truly love each other. This might be my life partner. Am I at this point willing to not harp on what's not working and focus on what is working? Work is also looking really good. The hard work that you've been putting in doing is coming into fruition. Yeah. And Libra is a funny, to me it's funny because Libra is a cardinal sign, and cardinal means one of the leaders. And Libras always look so like they're just more for the general energy of the group. They want the peace of the group. And they lead in a very beautiful and nuanced way. It's a very diplomatic way that they have to lead, that they lead people, that they influence people to do things. And that's definitely coming into fruition for you too, Libra. You're stepping into your leadership more and more and more. People are acknowledging your leadership more and more and more. And you are acknowledging your own leadership and the hard work that you've put in. That's it. Man, y'all really want to talk about this relationship, boy. Some it's like, and some Libras are just like, it's done. It's done. I can see that. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can catch me at efortheoracle.com. But this month we are doing a channeled reading from God, Jesus, HP, the universe for Libra. I'm hearing what's done is done. Maybe that because I just said done, but I'm hearing what's done is done. A lot of you are, someone out there, a few of you out there, a lot of you, some, whatever, are trying to make a situation work that's clearly not working. And you're actually hindering yourself from blessings that could be in your life by holding on to something that's not working. That's all I have. Several breaths, deep breaths. Thank you so much for joining me this month, Libra, and I will see you next month. I hope you have a beautiful July. I know you're going to have a beautiful July, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your July tarot reading. My name is Aoife the Oracle, and let's see what the deck has in store for you for July. July for Scorpio. Now, when I'm shuffling the deck, which I did before, things come up. And I want to see if this deck is going to have the same picture of the things that I was seeing before. Scorpio. Work. Thinking. Relationships. You feel like a lot's not working for you right now. The first thing I saw when I was shuffling the deck is possibly someone having to move home because of a breakup of the family, a breakup of the relationship. Heartbreak. Lots of heartbreak going on right now. Things not working out. And it feels like it's like the tower moment. That's the card. There was a tower. Things are being done to you. And you feel like you have no control. Because I have 8 of Swords right now. Which is just like it looks like. This woman, she feels like, can you see it? She feels like she has no control. The beautiful interpretation about this card is that it's a decisions card. There is a lot that's being done to you. But we have a whole lot more volition and decisions that we could make in life to change what's going on around us. Heartbreak. Wow. There are a few Scorpios right now where the heart of what you're going through is addiction. The heart of what you're going through is addiction. Whether it's your addiction, the other person's addiction, family member's addiction. And I'm feeling like it's actually Scorpios right now that are going through this period. It's possibly been going on for a long time. It's affecting your work. It's affecting your thinking. It's affecting all your relationships. And you're feeling a great amount of guilt and shame right now, which is your own intuition telling you or telling them that you might be going down the wrong path, that things could be different. Because we have the high priestess upside down, and whether this situation might not be you, it's someone that you're close to. There's a lack of listening to our own intuition, to God consciousness. I'm sorry you're going through this, Scorpio, but there's just a lot of, I have temperance for me in my readings, especially upside down, that represents addiction. And it's not always drugs and alcohol. It could be overspending, overthinking, too much social media, workaholism, even too much cleaning, even compulsive cleaners out there. That's just examples. And it's really not listening to your own intuition right now, and a removal from the God within you and the God of the universe, which is the same. Wow, Scorpio. Y'all, I know there's some Scorpios out there that I just got a promotion, I just got a new bae, I just got engaged, celebrating 20-year anniversary. This might not be for you, but this is a major Scorpio story going on right now. Let's get a channeled message from the universe for Scorpio for the month of July. It looks like this period is going to continue for a while. And the best that you can do is continue to take good care of yourself physically. Like drinking water, making sure you're eating the proper foods. You might be down and out, or the other person might be down and out, but we don't have to let everything go. So look and celebrate the areas of your life that haven't gone to complete hell. Damn, Scorpio, I'm sorry. Like I said, this isn't the story for everyone, but it's such a loud story that some Scorpios out there need to hear this. Anyway, Scorpio, like the universe said, we really need to take care of the areas that are working in our lives, so that when things do fix themselves, when things do work out, not everything has gone to hell. Anyway, Scorpio, take a deep breath. Everything's working out beautifully. And for those Scorpios that are having a good time in life, congratulations. Go pick up your fellow Scorpios. Hope you guys have a beautiful month, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Sagittarius, let's see what the tarot has in store for you this July. Two stories going on right now. Love is working. I have Page of Cups. It's a new romantic situation. And it doesn't always have to be romance. Page of Cups could be a new work situation, a new friendship, a new, business endeavor, a new apartment. Things are looking good. And then we have Six of Cups, which is a quintessential happy family. Good memories. And then the other story is you need to go back to school. There's an aspect of yourself that you've neglected. Were you in school for learning something? Were you in some kind of trade school? You thought it was boring. You stopped it. And that pull, that tug that you feel right now on your intuition is telling you to go back to school. And that might not translate directly for some of you, but there's something that you've dropped that you need to pick back up, because it's going to pay off for you in the long run, and you know it. And you're just kind of in your own temporary feelings right now of, oh, it was too boring, I can't do it. And the main thing that's going on, whether you might not be aware of it, is you don't really feel worthy of the experience. Low self-esteem, overthinking. But you need to go back to school. I love when it's so literal like that, and put in the hard work. Because let's say you're 25 right now, where you got to really think about, what do they call it? Temporal intelligence, which is to think of, where am I going to be 10 years from now? I don't really think a lot of people think like that, which amazes me. I'm not perfect, but some people can't think past today. They don't think about how their actions today are going to affect them later. Really start to think about that, Sagittarius. Wow, this must be for a lot of young people right now. You really need to think about temporal intelligence. Sounds like tempura. I'm hungry now. Yeah. Really think about where you're going to be 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. It's kind of like thinking about retirement. It's cool and all not to think about retirement when you're 20, 30, 40, 45, though. It hit different. It hits different. We don't have forever. We have to think, and to think about your future self is an act of self-esteem. Yeah. I know some Sagittarius out there that hit hard. These stories are not for everyone. It feels like whoever needs to hear this story the most right now is where the cards are taking us. That's the direction that they're taking us in. And this month we're doing a channeled reading from God, the universe. If you do take this opportunity to refocus on your educational, your career goals, things are in divine order. Like, you will be taken care of. If you're afraid that there won't be enough money, you will get like divine intervention. Because the universe really wants you to work in this way of being more, I'm hearing a lot of things. Career oriented, driven. I keep hearing career, studiousness, this path. And you'll know that you're on the right track when things directly work out for you. You might get a loan that you weren't expecting. You might get a deposit that you weren't expecting. You might get a job that you weren't expecting. You might get an uncle or an aunt or a mom that says, I want to help you out with the rent or this or that. I want to buy you a car. I want to help you with tuition. I want to help you in this goal. I want to help you study. Things will start becoming in alignment with you when you invest in yourself in this way. Thank you so much for joining me this month, Sagittarius. I hope you have a beautiful July, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your July tarot reading. My name is Aoife the Oracle, and let's see together what the cards have in store for you for this month of July. A love situation didn't work out. It's causing you lots of pain and stress. Heartbroken. Damn, Gina. I know this card, the spreads aren't for everyone. It usually goes towards the direction of who's feeling the most energy right now and people that this really needs to resonate with, that this really does resonate with. It's having an effect on your work too, this heartbreak. Might be family, might be that you lost someone, a father. It's just zapped all your energy. And the funny thing is, with a Capricorn, it's going to be like, oh, work's not working, let's work some more. And because that is the way that you're aligned to be the stereotypical kind of workaholic, that might work for you in the short term, but it won't work for you in the long term. Please do not neglect your feelings. You need to feel your feelings. That's the story that I'm getting right now. We have the world upside down. And there's a temptation. I keep getting temperance. There's a temptation right now to overdo it and overworking and too much, ushkashin, wooshkashin, over drinking, over smoking. And that's not, that might temporarily help you feel better, but it's not going to work in the long term. Like I said, this isn't going to resonate with everyone, but there are Capricorns right now that are really feeling it. The work not working out, some failed business. You just lost someone very important in your life. And the key for you is to feel those feelings. And I want to say not to, overindulge to escape those feelings, which I feel like a lot of people are doing right now, or maybe that's a situation. You have someone in your life that's overindulging, and that's why you're feeling all this pain. And that's just a temporary solution. Wow, Capricorns. And then we have the Emperor upside down, which is the Capricorn. You really feel like all the gas has just been taken out of you right now. Your gas will return. Your gas will return. Families breaking up. Relationships breaking up. I try to be one of them positive people, but Capricorns, y'all are really going through it. What's good for Capricorn? Yeah. Work will be the answer for you, in a way. I have the Hierophant upside down, so your leadership will return. Very literal would be if you're in school right now, if you're trying to get a PhD, if you're studying to be a lawyer, if you're studying to be a doctor, if you're studying to be like a hairdresser. That is one area that is working well for you right now, channeling that into becoming a better person, getting more skilled. That is one area, that's one way that you could channel this grief. And if it is a heartbreak, you will have other opportunities. So this isn't the end of the world. But it's really important that you feel your feelings, because when we don't feel our feelings, we're very liable to make the same mistakes, very liable to pick the same situations, and very liable to not see like blatant red flags in front of us because we haven't felt the feelings, we haven't processed them. Let's get a channeled message for Capricorn for the month of July from God. I'm hearing for some Capricorns out there, there's been a lot of people in your life, especially in childhood, that told you that you weren't, the message was impressed upon you that you're not worthy. But you are God's child. God is your father. God is your mother. God is the end, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And you are divinely wanted. You're divinely loved, and you were put here for a purpose. So remember that every time or any time that old programming comes up of human fallibility, of telling you that you're not wanted, that you're not needed, that you have no purpose. God put you here for a divine purpose, and God loves you. Take a deep breath, Capricorn. I hope you have a beautiful July. I know you'll have a beautiful July, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your July tarot reading. My name is Aoife the Oracle, and let's see together what the cards have in store for you for the month of July. It's so funny. Some signs, it's like, this is no good. But for you, Aquarius, it's looking good. Money is looking particularly good for you guys. Those opportunities that you've taken advantage of, those opportunities that you've worked towards, the hard work that you're doing, it's finally coming into fruition. I have Ace of Pentacles and I have Queen of Wands. So those things that you've been doing, those opportunities that you've been taking are coming to fruition. So the work front is looking good. But the family front, the friends, the lovers, not so good. Not for all Aquariuses, but the message resonates. That the universe knows who needs to hear this message right now. This isn't going to, resonate with all Aquariuses, but some Aquariuses right now, it's like one area is doing well. The school, the work, the enterprises, the businesses are going well, the partnerships, but the family. What's going on with this family situation? Oh, that's interesting. For some of you, I take that back. For some of you, it is working out. Because I asked for a clarifier for the Six of Cups, and then I got Two of Cups. Upright. And the thing I heard is you finally made a decision to accept the love in your life. You finally made a decision to put your focus on this area. And for some of you, the ones that it's not working is you're getting a lot of complaints that you're focused too much on work. And people are arguing with you, and it seems like they're arguing with you indiscriminately because you've kind of chosen work. Maybe this is a workaholic situation that we're seeing. And a lot of people right now, this is all signs, are choosing to black out. Drugs, alcohols. My Nigerian's coming out. Alcohols is overspending, workaholism, too much internet to cope with not feeling our feelings with the home, with the family, with the work. It's funny, even working too much can be an addiction. And that's where a lot of the stress in the family is coming from. A lot of the complaints. Either this overindulging or they're not paying attention to the family. Someone out there is either cheating or being cheated on. And they think that's going to be the solution to their problems. And it's not. It's going to actually steal your energy and kind of divert your attention. There's so much going on right now. When the cards are like really chaotic like this, it just shows me that there's a lot of chaos going on. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can catch me at aoifetheoracle.com. Let's pull one more card. Despite all this, and despite me saying the workaholism, it looks like you're not going to stop. And there's a lot of solutions in that for you. And some Aquariuses right now, it's like you're finally starting to feel yourself in this work arena and making money arena in your businesses and the things. It's like it's looking good on that front for you. And it's actually helping a lot with your self-esteem, a lot with how you see yourself, how you see your role in the world, how you see your role in your family for some of you. And let's pull one more. We got the Hangman upside down. I'm going to say that for some of you where you're not seeing this coming to fruition, that it's just a matter of more consistency, and time will fix those areas. It's just a matter of timing, learning what you need to learn at the right time, the market shifting, the market recognizing that you're there. It's a lot of arguing in the family. Lots of people are arguing with you. Possibly you're arguing with lots of people. And what I'm hearing is what's truly being said. A lot of times when we have disagreements with other people, we're not really saying what's actually happening. It's like not being able to feel your feelings and process them. So we add these extra layers onto them. So for example, you start a fight with someone over, not washing dishes or spending too much time at work, when what you're really feeling is, I feel neglected. I feel like there might be someone else. I feel like I'm no longer important. So it's usually layers and layers before we get to the real feeling, to the real root of the cause. So really look at that. How are you feeling? And really try to put yourself in other people's shoes of what they might be feeling. Because a lot of us can't really express what it is we're truly feeling. For one, because we can't identify it. And two, for the fear of being too vulnerable. What does the universe have in store? A channeled message for Aquarius from God for the month of July. You're going to be tempted to be violent this month. Don't do it. Don't slap anybody. Don't hit anybody. Don't get in any physical fights. And if you have the fear that someone's going to try to physically fight you, the argument card kept coming up, is don't put yourself in that situation. Because it's not going to solve anything, ultimately. Man, what a reading. Take a deep breath, Aquarius. I'm going to take a deep breath myself. Thank you so much for joining me, Aquarius, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your July tarot reading. Let's see what the cards have in store for you this July. Pisces, July. It's almost entirely a love story. We have the Two of Swords upside down, a decision that needs to be made, and Queen of Cups, and then we have the Four of Cups upside down. What is going on here? You thought you could fool me, Pisces. Thought you could fool me. Which is a story, I get this story a lot, and I can't remember what other sign, but another sign is dealing with this thing. It's hyper-focusing on another person to avoid focusing on yourself. We're finding faults in them, or maybe they're finding faults in you. It could be the opposite way. Someone is hyper-focusing on you in order to avoid focusing on themselves. And the thing that they're avoid focusing on is the Magician, which is their own alchemy, their own spirituality, their own wants and dreams, their own goals, their own feelings, and the Hierophant. So this could literally be you are having a disagreement with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, brother, cousin, mom, dad, because you're having a disagreement with them and you're projecting your own insecurities about the things that you could be doing in your life. Or they could be projecting that onto you and making you feel like you're not enough because they're projecting their own insecurities onto you. But I have the Magician upright, so I feel like For a Pisces that is going through that, you're really seeing it for what it is. The Neptunian fog is being lifted. You're really seeing that, especially with what's in Pisces, Neptune going out of Pisces, moving out of Pisces soon. The fog is really being lifted for what it is. But it's like when you might be feeling like things have hit like a climax right now, because when something's shifting, everything gets worse. But things are ultimately getting better for you. But there's a lot of projection going on right now. Am I thinking this? Are they thinking this? Are these my real thoughts? For you guys that are in school, things are looking good for you. Your thinking is growing clearly. You are doing the right thing. If you'd like a private reading with me for a more in-depth reading, you can book me at ifatheoracle.com. But you are doing the right thing. The universe is moving you in the right direction. And you might be, I get this story a lot, and it makes no sense with my clients. They're moving in this direction, which on paper looks good, but they're experiencing a lot of resistance, which is what I was alluding to earlier. A lot of resistance from the people around them. And that's usually because of jealousy, because of their own projections of what they think or don't think that they can accomplish in their own world. And those bubbles, those myth bubbles are being blown up for you, Pisces, whether you're on the giving end or the receiving end of that. Lots of swords right now, lots of thinking. So I really feel like Pisces are really owning their power. This is your season, Pisces. This is truly your season where you're starting to own your power, and you're starting to like not fall for the BS anymore. Or the BS that you might be putting into other people's lives. The veil is being lifted. And you're starting to take action and take back your power. With the Pisces and with the Magician and the Ace of Wands that I see for you, Pisces. Let's get a channeled message for Pisces from the universe for the month of July. I just keep seeing the Magician in my head. Things are truly coming into fruition. You're truly coming into your own, Pisces. And don't forget to eat. Some of y'all are getting so wrapped up in work, whatever it is you're doing, that you're forgetting to eat. So have some food, Pisces. Anyways, thank you for joining me for your July tarot readings, and I will see you guys next month. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for joining me for your July tarot readings. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can catch me at ifatheoracle.com. Bye-bye.